Hey guys, how is everyone? I'm gonna do some arranging here. Hey Sharon J, hey Call Me V, thanks for the raid. Everybody, please hit those thumbs up as you're coming in. It's really appreciated. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link here. We can just hang out. It's called Late Night After. Hey MacW, hey Fair Dust, hey my Queen. Oh, those avocados. Ugh. I will ask. Um, I must be able to see you in the basement, and I also uh, have to know you've had to been here at my channel before at least 3 or more times before I'll bring you up. And also, if you're wanting to talk, please make sure. Good night, Michael Ann. Um, that you raise your hand first, so that and I'll call on you, so we don't be talking over top each other. Because the last couple of live streams, well, of course, I will say it's worked out pretty good by doing that. But there's been a couple of live streams that I've had where everybody's talked over top each other. So, but I do enjoy people coming up. Um, hey, Corinne and Mark, that was a good live stream earlier. I've just been kind of watching people's videos, just chilling here at the house. Hey, Chris. Hey, Ivy's journey. Ivy's journey. Um, but yep. And another thing too is I don't allow politics or religion in my chat. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I don't believe in religion, which I do believe in religion. I just don't like discussing that stuff on my channel because different people have different beliefs, and it causes controversy and arguments, and I don't want that to happen in my chat. So that's another one of the rules that I have. And also, please keep it family friendly here. You're just kind of listening while you're getting. Okay, I understand. Um, yep. Yeah, because that's been my experience before. When I brought those two subjects, it's turned into a big controversy and argument. That's the reason why I don't usually bring that stuff up. So, but yeah, anybody's more than welcome to come up on the panel. I enjoy having people coming up. Um, because Hey, Becky Allen. I must have a cricket here in my house somewhere. Yeah. Even with my own family. When I brought those things up with my family, it's not pleasant for sure. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna be doing for my birthday, but I'm sure I'll go somewhere. I know for sure that I'm gonna be camping with Red from Redheaded Writing Hood at Warriors Pass State Park. I haven't really. I want to go to a restaurant that I haven't been to before, and try it out. I I don't like I've said many a times before. I don't go out and eat very much because, for one, it's too expensive, and hey, yeah. But yeah, and two, it makes you put on the. I think it really, in my opinion, uh, I think it I think it makes you really put on the pounds. But because the way they fix the food and stuff in some of the restaurants. In other words, I feel that in some of the restaurants that they don't make it healthy. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that that's one of the things that's one of the reasons why me and Dad we eat mostly at home. Um, and it's cheaper that way to eat at home. Um, and we usually try to make enough to last us 2 or 3 days in a row. Yeah, I understand that. My birthday, yep. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to your mom. What's my favorite home cooked meal that you like and eat at home? I would say good old uh, soup beans and good old soup beans and cornbread and fried taters and onions. Good old country cooking. Mom is 94 and lives with us. We try to be. Yeah, I understand. That's a good long life. I hope to. I hope to see that. Hang on a minute. Oh, you're welcome, MacW. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff that my dad grew up on and some other family members grew up on. And homemade biscuits and gravy. That's some good eating. I'm making myself hungry just sitting here talking about it. I'll be back in a moment. Guys. I'm back, guys. Let's see here. Well, let's see. Hey, Professor Fox and Dr. B. And let's see. McW, let's see. Let me see. I live in the South, but both my parents are from the North, so not so much with the Southern cooking until I did it my own. Okay. Yeah. Um, biscuits and gravy is not a Canuck thing, but funny how fries and gravy is. Yeah, that's what Canadians, if I'm not mistaken, that's called poutine, I believe. Poutine. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yes, since my back surgery recovers from illness, I haven't been cooking lately, so I did spend some money eating out all the time. But now I'm down to one small meal a day and trying to stay at home. Yes, that. See, I don't eat a full 3 meals a day, and like I said, I need to try to really work on losing some weight just so I'll be able to get around better. Because like I said, I had even with this new walker, I have to be careful and not get over 200 pounds because there's the weight limit's 210 and I'm at 149 now, so I got to cut back. And I also have to be careful about with diabetes running in my family because I don't need diabetes on top of everything else. Mother does want to go out for a birthday. Ooh, yeah, that's not sustainable. Yeah. Hey, Maureen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I learned that. I learned that from following Canadian, but uh, but yeah, I don't think I've ever had it though. That's the thing. It does sound good though. I would try it. I would try it though. Um, but has everybody had a good weekend? Uh, I sure hope everybody looks like from the videos that I've seen on from the M21, the Michigan meetup. It looks like everybody's been having a good time. I'm hoping to get there eventually one day in the future because I've never been to Michigan, but my dad has. Because, like I said, my dad's got family up there in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and so yeah. Hey, you just press update on our schedule to help people. Oh, okay, cool, Dan. I'll have to go back and watch that. Um, but yeah, um, but I haven't really done a whole lot except just watch people's videos and try to catch up on some I haven't seen. Um, I found a new channel today that I haven't connected with, and that was Crazy Engine Treasures. It's like a crochet channel. Um, but yeah. When am I heading out again? Well, um, I know I'm scheduled to head to the beach. We're going to try to get there on the 13th of October. We're going to stay at I can't remember the name of the campground. but we're gonna stay there because it was cheaper to stay at the campground than it is the hotel. Um, hey Hilda, uh, but we're gonna stay there from the 13th until like the 18th, and then we'll be going to this hotel that has the fresh oysters that I've never tried. I've never tried fresh oysters. And we're going to be there from the 18th through the 19th and leaving on the 20th. Leaving on the 20th. So, and then Red's coming here. She'll be here sometime Monday, sometime tomorrow. Um, on my birthday to Warriors Pass State Park, and she's staying until the 1st of. I'll be camping with her uh, until the 1st of October. So, um, because I'll have to leave on the 1st anyway, because that's when I have to go pay bills. Yeah. And then I know, I know for sure. Okay, can you see me? You okay? You think you can? Okay. All right, let me do that right quick. Because if I don't do it now, I won't remember it. I'll be. Let me know. Hey, Mike B. Um, but I know my next adventure will be I know for sure I'm scheduled to go to Helen, Georgia again in March. I want to try to make it out to. I want to try to make it out to Quartzsite in January to see Box D, but I don't know. I want to try to get a flight and try to fly out there to Phoenix. And I heard today that Carol from Glorious Life on Wheels was doing a meetup out there in Quartzsite in January too. I don't know if she's doing. I uh, I don't know if she's doing it at the same time as. I don't know if I'll get to meet Glorious Life on Wheels or not, but I would like to. I would like to try to um, make it to Quartzsite in January. Because I've had people offer to pick me up in Phoenix when I got there, if I flew. So, um, unfortunately, fairy dust that is out. Unfortunately, that is out. I mean, you know, yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, I I won't. I'll have to hopefully maybe. I'm hoping to have my own meetup here sometime next year. So, and everybody come here. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah, I can see all your comments, Sharon. Yeah, I see y'all. Hey, Rob on the road. The reason why I did it, okay, thanks, thanks, Dan. The reason why I do the 30-second slow mode is it helps me keep up with the chat, and I don't miss as many comments. I will, Fairy Dust. But yeah, I want to do a I want, hey Angie, I I want to do a meet up here at one of the campgrounds. I'm not sure which one. You need to go. Okay. Good night, Dan. Thanks for coming in. It's 2:00. But I okay. Good night, Dan. Yeah. Does anybody not want to come up on the panel? Because I've run out of stuff to talk about. And then I've got that cruise in October of next year. So, and it's gonna be my very first one. And I've never been on a cruise, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get on the cruise. That's for sure. Thanks, Lori. Oh, God. Oh. You may have to actually send it through the link itself. I got it, but I don't think it's going to work. Because when I... Hang on a minute. I got your message, Lorraine, but I don't think it's gonna let me let me accept it through Messenger. And I don't. Good night, Sharon. Oh, my taste test me. Yeah. They're saying hello to you, Dad. Oh. Warm. Good night. Good night, Becky Allen.
Hey.
Hey, what's happening, Red?
We're tired. I'm gonna go to bed soon, and Floss is lying down.
Yeah, you and I are fighting over this couch now.
She likes your spot.
It's not. It didn't go through. It didn't go through, Lorraine. It didn't. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mike B.
It won't let me do it through Facebook Messenger. Because I tried that with. I tried that with. I tried that with
Who was that?
Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria.
It wouldn't let me go. She tried to send it to me through Messenger, and it wouldn't go through. It has to be through the actual link itself. It has to be through the actual PayPal link itself, otherwise it won't work.
Yeah, I finally made it to the meetup.
And I don't actually have the link posted on this video.
I can post it.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Let me do that. Let me do that.
Because I was looking. I was looking in the. I was looking in the. I was looking in the PayPal itself, and it's not showing up. I must have a cricket in this house somewhere because I'm hearing it like crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it's at. I've been hearing it ever since I've been on live streams.
sorry about your father-in-law, Meg.
Sorry about the loss of your phone. Yeah. Thanks, Meg, for the PayPal gift.
Hey, Rick,
Yeah.
uh, what time are you are you leaving Mabel? Are you leaving M21 today or?
Uh huh. Later today.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna stop yet. Hey, Lorraine.
Hi guys.
What?
I don't know where I'm gonna stop. I'll stop somewhere between here and there.
Oh, I was gonna say, 'cause that's about where y'all are now. I know
Thanks,
from
Mike B.
I know from when I lived in Grand Rapids, it was about a 10 or 11 mile drive.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
is. It's
hard to go.
9 hours. It's
Huh?
646 miles.
That, that's a little bit farther than
Yeah, she said she wouldn't get
about
she wouldn't
600
get here
miles.
till sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll get there Monday.
Well, I didn't know. I
But
didn't know if we were going to wait till Monday afternoon, Monday evening, or if we were going to wait until if I was going to bring him over there Tuesday morning.
No, I should be there Monday. I got the
I think
Warriors
yeah, she got worse past. I think she's got to check in at 4 o'clock.
by 4 o'clock. Do I?
I
Okay,
believe
I'll
it.
be there by 4 o'clock then.
In time.
Uh,
I want to get there before it gets dark because I got here when it was dark and I couldn't see anything. Thankfully, they came out on the road to show me like where they were because I got the spot right behind Dream on Wheels. So they came out and then Travis backed it in for me.
yeah, that's the reason why my dad can't drive at night. He can't. He.
Yeah, I don't see too good at night. I
That's the
can't.
reason. Yeah, and so uh, he can't he can't be out late at night. So if I ever go camping, and things and stuff, I have to have somebody,
Hmm.
Cause
You're going to come down 23, aren't you?
are you gonna come down 23?
Let me see what this says because I put it in the map thing this way. Let me see what it says.
Kenny,
Yeah, it says 23 and I-75 south.
Well, okay. Um,
I-75 and US 23. That's what it says.
Do what, Lorraine?
I was going to say, if
check your Facebook Messenger.
go down, if you
Yeah.
go
I saw that, but it wouldn't let me. It's not showing up in the PayPal though.
I put the
Oh, that's weird.
PayPal link in the thing. It didn't
It,
work when Victoria May did it either.
because she sent it. She sent me a. Uh,
Excuse
she
me.
sent.
Birthday money.
Yeah, I see that, but it won't let me accept it through Facebook Messenger.
All right, I'll cancel it and then I'll do it through PayPal.
Yeah,
Okay, hang on. Be right back.
that's the only way it's gonna. That's the only way it's gonna work. Because right now I'm looking in the PayPal account itself, and it's not showing up.
Hello, Hilda. Hello, Jane in
Hey,
Trouble.
Jane in Travels.
Oh, I'm tired.
And PayPal actually shows me a record of everything that has happened ever since I started PayPal.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Wayne. Wayne's here. Hey,
Hey,
Nomadic
nomadic
Man.
man.
I
Um,
think you can see the sticker up there. Look. What? Trying to lift this up. Can you see?
I see stickers, but I can't tell what they are.
Okay. Wait. I'm going to turn off the light, though, in a minute.
Okay.
Good night, Mike B.
See?
I understand.
See? There's my Nomadic Van Man. Here's some more new stickers. And it's over here, too, with my Van City Adventure stickers and stuff.
Hey, loves.
I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna move so that I can not disturb floss.
Kenny,
I can go back.
Yes.
hit decline.
Hit
Hmm?
decline.
Yeah, where it says show details.
Hang on a minute. Let me go into Facebook Messenger.
Sorry.
I might fall asleep, Kenneth.
Hey, if you fall asleep, that would make my day.
Really? You, if I fall
Hang
asleep
on.
on his
Okay.
live, why?
There we go. Okay. I declined it.
Oh,
I
let me go.
declined it, Lorraine.
Okay. Um, I'll wait a few minutes because they already took it out of my account, and then I'll um do it with your eBay. Is it
You
PayPal?
mean
I
my
mean
PayPal?
PayPal. Is it PayPal me Kenneth Oaks or
Yeah, PayPal me, Ken folks. Yeah, that's how it is.
okay? Let me bring that up.
You never up this late to Meg W. I still look forward to the day I actually get to meet you in person, Meg W. Um,
I'm trying to not be disturbing floss.
I hope
But
you
I
don't
do.
wake her up.
She's just going to bed now. I need to go to bed in a little bit too.
Okay, I understand. No worries.
But you had nobody up here, and I
Yeah,
was in his
I was
basement.
getting, I was getting kind of running out of stuff to say.
Hey,
Hey,
well,
Rose, and
it's cold here.
I try to keep from repeating myself over and over again. But I sometimes don't work that way. Um, okay, let me see now.
Oh, getting under the covers.
There you go, hon. Should be all set.
Tuck me in. Good night.
Good night, Red.
You gonna go? So you gonna go sleep on my life?
Look at her. She's got her blanket all over her head.
It's cold here. Sheesh.
What's the temperature's been like, Red?
It's been like 40 degrees. At least it stopped raining. Today the our awning like blew away. Was
Oh God.
blew away. And
You're more than welcome to come up, Meg. And Reg can stay up there until she falls asleep.
We're gonna have to sing lullabies to Red.
Well, I actually count it. I actually count it an honor and a privilege to have her sleep on my lap.
you're a copycat. That's what I said. You know what? And you still haven't slept on my live. Only John Chalker.
And thanks, Lorraine, for the gift.
Oh, no problem. Rebecca says happy birthday too.
Thank
I know.
I said thank you, and I look forward to getting to meet y'all in person.
Well, I feel bad though because I didn't finish reading your message, Lorraine. Did you go live today, or did you?
No. That it had to do with that Gabby, uh, the girl who got killed by her boyfriend Brian Laundry.
You had a troll. But you had a troll.
Well, see, Dog the Bounty Hunter went to serve the warrant at his folks' house, and like people were bashing Dog. And I mentioned something because I have a past history with Dog because of just things in the past. So he's a friend of mine. So I sort of was defending him. And this chick said a bunch of horrible things to me.
Oh no.
And then Dog got mad and like wiped her channel off of YouTube. Her channel's gone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, people don't realize who they're talking to or who knows who. You know what I mean?
Well,
So it's like you definitely don't want to mess with friends of somebody who's a public figure because you know what I mean? That public figure can reach out and touch someone. You know what I'm saying? So now she's banned from YouTube.
Wow.
Good night, Red.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, Lorraine.
but
I'm sorry, I'm kind of laying in bed like Red here, but
I'm about to. I just want to hang out with Kenny a little bit longer. I won't be able to be on YouTube for probably a week or so.
oh,
hey Red, did you see this comment that AG put over here? she says snore all you want, Red, just don't fart in your sleep.
I'll leave Red alone. Just leave her alone. Let her do what she wants.
That was not me. That was Kevin.
yeah, Kevin's
And he blamed it on Lady Bug Out. It was so hilarious around the fire tonight, you guys. Oh my goodness. It was so hilarious. They were so funny.
It sounds like y'all been having a blast. I had to go watch that video where you met up with the Colemans. Hey, Travel Adventures with Eric B.
Hey, Eric.
Well, actually, my birthday is in 24 hours. As when that clock strikes 12 midnight tonight, I'll be turning the big 27.
What time were you born in the morning?
Answer that, Dad.
Around 6 a.m.
Around 6 a.m.
All right, so you're not 27 till 6 a.m., buddy.
Somewhere in 5:30, 6 o'clock. I can't
Somewhere
remember
around
exactly.
somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning. But still, when that clock strikes 12, and it and it starts the new day, that's
That's your birthday. It's
yeah.
your birthday. It's your birthday.
But
You showed up right at
can't
breakfast
wait
time. You wanted breakfast.
till they all get here next week. Yeah. So
We've been pre-celebrating.
pre-celebrating, yeah. Yeah, I've had several people wish me a happy birthday and send PayPal gifts and things, and I appreciate them. Um, but yeah, I've had people sing to me and all that, and I appreciate it.
She's got her hand up, Kenny.
What's that? Go ahead, Meg. You got the floor.
I'm sorry, there was a rule. We put our hands up. So I'm gonna take care of that rule and use it. Um, Kenny, I hope you get some macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
That is what you need for your birthday. With it can be any kind of macaroni and cheese, but good kind. And I want you to review it. I will
Mac-
make. I would make it for you, but I can't be there. So
macaroni and cheese.
What
yeah.
I
brand?
can make some macaroni and cheese.
I don't think it needs to be brand macaroni and cheese.
Um,
We can do better than that. We can just melt some cheese on some macaroni and do better than macaroni and cheese brands.
okay.
Yeah, I can make some macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
With
I
some
make it homemade.
Velveeta.
Ooh, I hate Velveeta. Yeah.
You can make Velveeta and enhance it. That's
Mhm.
fine. You enhance it with some extra macaroni and cheese, extra cheese. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think you would enjoy that.
He's gonna. Dad
I
said
actually have some in the cupboard, Meg, but it's not probably going to be good enough.
I mean,
Let me know.
you can just add a cheese to it and it's good enough.
You think so?
I will tell you this. My brother is macaroni and cheese connoisseur. If you do it the right way, you just put some cheese on top, bake it. It's good.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Kenneth?
This is Anne's.
Dad said somebody he's gonna try to get a can of cheese whiz and do it.
Ew.
It's Annie's. I love
Yeah.
Annie's stuff.
This was at the store, at the camp store at Klamath River. Because, I couldn't get groceries there. I could just get stuff at the camp store because I didn't, want to move my rig, and the nearest big store was like 30 minutes away or something. And I was there for 10 days. And it was awesome because they had stuff in the camp store, and I just got tuna fish and macaroni and cheese, and that's what I ate.
And to be honest, that is probably the best box mac and cheese you can get. So
Okay. We're making this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get pineapple from Ron.
He's got macaroni and cheese, but
if I get a vanilla cake mix, I could make him pineapple upside down cake with the pineapple and the vanilla cake mix.
that sounds yummy.
I'm
That sounds like
excited
a good
about
idea.
that.
I could try to use my stove, my oven for the first time. I've never used it. I could try it out. I have to empty my black tank when I go tomorrow, and I have to find propane because I'm almost out of propane. But I still have a little bit left.
Yes, Dirk, 10 off. Yes, we're up. We're not owls as usual.
Hey Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey, and let's see.
Jeffrey.
Don't make me older than what I am. Travel with bitches with Eric B.
I mean,
That's
you're
going. That's
almost
going
like.
to be. That's going to be a few years older. A few years down the road.
Yes, Eric. I like to put my hand up so I don't talk over anybody else.
Yeah.
Here's my owl.
Oh, you have an owl too?
Yeah, this is my mom's.
That's
Mom was
awesome. Aww.
But thanks, Jeffrey.
I should really go brush my teeth.
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really not exactly sure what I'm gonna do for my birthday. Yet.
He's going camping.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like as far I'm talking about as far as like a dinner though for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about.
Yeah, we're
Somebody asked me earlier in the chat where I was planning on going for my birthday, and I said I really haven't made that decision because I don't want to. I just went to Golden Corral, so I don't go to Golden Corral again.
pick
And
someplace better than that. It's on red. And Papa's is on red. Papa's dinner's on red too.
I don't. Huh?
What?
I'm buying you guys dinner.
Oh,
Hello. You think I'm
It's
driving
on red.
600 miles for nothing?
well, whatever, but I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to pick a nice place.
I want
Pick
to
a
be
nice
someplace I've never tried before,
Yeah, exactly.
and I can't remember. There was a couple of them here in town that I can't remember what the name of.
I wonder what that new one is up at the mall.
You talking about Fort Henry Mall?
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a new one up there, but I don't know.
I'd have to call Fort Henry Mall and find out.
I
uh,
I haven't really seen your picture yet, Jeffrey, on Instagram because like I've only been posting pictures on Instagram and I got like 58 or like so many notifications of people liking my pictures and I haven't really been on like that's the only reason I've been on Instagram is posting pictures from M21. So I haven't been looking at pictures on Instagram, if that makes sense.
It
But I
does.
will see it maybe tomorrow.
I did add you on Instagram. I didn't think about Instagram before I posted a YouTube video.
I was talking to Jeffrey Resendez because he was
Yeah.
asking. He asked me if I seen his picture on Instagram.
I was just like, oh, I could have just hit her up on Instagram instead of posting a whole YouTube video that everybody else would see and maybe send to her.
It's okay.
some people ask me if I've had Instagram. I don't do Instagram, so I only do Facebook and YouTube.
I really hate Facebook. Anything I say, I have been. I'm not a bad person. And I've been put in Facebook jail 3 times.
Wow.
I am a very wholesome person.
I
I
feel
say
like I'm
certain
YouTube
things in
jail.
certain ways, and I just get put in Facebook jail. And I hate it anyways, and it's fine. So it's fine.
I haven't even been in Facebook jail, and I'm a very
I've I've had my share of that. I've been in Facebook jail.
what
And I'm
is
not.
it anyways? They when you say something that they don't want you to say.
Yeah, I mean, you just say a certain combination of words. The last one I did was moist and coronavirus,
Oh.
and then I was so I don't know what to do about that.
See, I'm an admin for a couple of Facebook groups,
Hmm.
and and
You got one time for just saying hello, didn't you?
I got put in Facebook jail for I think something about posting too many times or something in those Facebook groups or
It's
something,
so easy to get banned on Facebook.
and I'm
Hmm.
like, okay,
I'm
uh,
I'm getting
so
I feel like I'm in YouTube jail. I'm getting blocked on YouTube.
I've also I've also been unsubscribed to YouTube channels. So because I wasn't unsubscribed to Kenny, I was unsubscribed to Anthony, the moderator.
Anthony Simone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I was gonna say, from what I gather from other channels, that that's already uh, monetizing things, they
Mhm.
say if you don't, now I don't know how true this is, but I've been told that if you don't go and visit that channel ever so often, YouTube will automatically take them away from you.
It's possible because he normally
But see,
goes live late at night, and honestly, I don't go to his lives, so
yeah,
I watch his videos though. Give and take.
I say you went 14 years without going to Facebook jail, but then four times in the past year for
Yes, because I met my husband in 2005. I met him on Facebook in 2004.
mm,
Never haven't been on Facebook jail, ever, ever until this year. And I was one of the first adopters of Facebook because, you know, I went to the university that got chosen. So
um, but, but yeah, they put me in there for something.
yeah,
Uh,
they're really strict about everything.
what happened? Who? Somebody? Somebody say something?
I remember it seemed like the first time they did that to you, you said hello to somebody.
I don't even know. To be honest, I
That was
I
over 2 years ago.
I just try to behave myself.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm
Okay.
gonna go to sleep. I have to go down to South Georgia and visit my family. So,
How long of a drive is that?
well, the first half was with my brother, and that's only like an hour and a half. It's not that bad of a drive. It's how the drive's gonna happen because my brother's an aggressive driver, and I have a lot of anxiety around driving and stuff. So, um, that's been a long hour and a half, and then the other 3 hours are gonna be with my husband. Unfortunately, because he needs to be sleeping. I tried to just fly closer, and he wouldn't let me. So, but I don't drive. So
I remember you saying the other day you said you'd never driven a car.
I have a lot of anxiety around driving, and
Uh,
I hope you have the best birthday. And I won't be able to see you on your birthday, unfortunately. I won't be able to see
Thank
Fred
you.
on your birthday either. But I love you, and
I,
I hope you have a great night.
I understand. Thank you very much, and likewise. And thanks for coming up. You still with me, Lori?
Yeah, I'm here.
I didn't know if you'd fell asleep on me or not.
No, she had the floor, so I waited.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
I understand. Don't wanna overtalk each other. I know how that goes.
Right, and you can't see me hold my hand up.
Yeah, I understand. But so how has things been going with you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, my daughter has a. I don't know if you watched my. Were you on my Papa Mozo
Yeah,
telethon?
yeah, I
Right.
was there. I was up
Remember
on
that? Remember that guy Raul?
the guy who?
The Raul, the guest I had who was in my house.
I think so. I'm not sure.
The Mexican guy next to my daughter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he ended up in a big fight with my daughter, and now he's a stalker of my daughter. And he's made all kinds of threats.
Wow.
And now, uh, my daughter's boss hired him back at work, and now she has
Oh
to work
my.
with him.
Oh. That
So, and
that
we were just about to get a restraining order against him.
Hey, loves.
I
How
love
loves?
Kenny, Lauren, Red.
Red sleeping.
Hello.
Actually, she said she'd be right back. So
Oh, okay.
I saw the private chat. So
Oh, I didn't look.
um, but so how's loves? How's things been going in the Philippines?
Oh, it's fine here. Um, there's a typhoon coming, so it's kind of rainy season.
Uh,
Do you have a safe place to go, or are you in a safe place, your apartment?
you muted, loves.
I forget. I keep on talking, but actually the typhoon is not yet been checked if it's going to enter the Philippine island, but the still even though it's far, it's in the outside. Still the weather affected already. Kind of like there's a wind and the rain already.
Oh,
So
that's good.
hoping it will not land here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. We'll pray for you anyway.
Yes,
Thank
most definitely.
you. I'm making
Um,
something.
you're making something.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you after.
Oh, okay.
Lord, he's what,
It, it
15 hours ahead of us?
it's just 12 hours, so
Well,
it's
so it's
it's
almost 3 o'clock in the
it's
afternoon.
almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon there on a Sunday.
Yep.
So I don't blame you, Kenny, for wishing you could have been at M21 and all that. It's hard when everybody else is going and having a good time. I
Yeah,
know I haven't been able to go to any of it.
I understand. See, my dad, he's been to Michigan, and I haven't. So if I ever get the chance to go, um, it'll be my very first time ever in Michigan. So,
I
um,
went one time to Michigan for Thanksgiving at my cousin's house.
mm. See, I had an uncle that, of course, he's done gone on now, but I had an uncle that used to live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I still got
Several.
I, I, I got still got cousins and stuff up in there too. So,
You coffee in there?
mm,
You want some milk?
sure.
You gotta
Um,
open it.
yeah,
I have so many cousins. There's no way I could keep track of them all.
yeah, but hey, but I don't hardly get to see them, so.
Well, some of them you ain't never seen.
And some of them I ain't never
I ain't
seen.
never seen some of them.
I'd say if they come up and in front of my face, we'd be like,
If they come up with me, I wouldn't know them. Even the ones I do know, I haven't seen in 50 years or longer.
it's been, yeah, you're
But see, I'm what, 70? I'm almost 72.
gonna be 72 in February.
You ain't saying that.
Mm-mm.
Uh, I know when my uncle and his last one, the one, well, I don't know how many kids he's got now, but one of my cousins, I haven't seen her since he was about 5 years old.
Whoop. Let me get Meg W up here.
So,
Welcome back, Meg W.
Most of my family is from Canada, so I don't get to Canada very often.
Whoa.
Both sides of my family are Canadian. I'm a firstborn American, so I'm dual citizenship. I'm
and I don't know, I haven't seen
naturalized Canadian.
60 years.
Whoa. That was very.
No, I was 20 something. Last time I saw him, he was just 6 or 7.
I have a second cousin who looks like my identical twin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really weird. My great aunt said, go over to that house and knock on the door and see what happens. And I'm like, okay. So I went over and I knocked on the door and a man answered. And right when he opened the door, there was a picture of me on a table.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and it wasn't my clothing. It wasn't my haircut, but it was me. And I started screaming and tried to run. He grabbed me by the scruff of my neck and says, come in, I'll give you milk and cookies and explain everything. And I was like 5 years old. I just wanted to run.
Oh,
I was like, how did they get a picture of me that I've never taken before?
yeah.
And it was really my cousin, my second cousin. They came in later on because they were out shopping.
Yeah.
And she come in and she stood there looking at me and I was looking at her and she said, you mean you gave away my twin sister? And they're like, no, honey, that's your cousin.
You sure about the same age as you?
Yeah, we were the same age.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was creepy.
Yeah, well, I'd say so. I know I'd be scared to run into a twin of me.
Yeah, that's like having a clone that you know, though, instead of like your doppelganger of a stranger.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
almost
when I
rather a
was growing up,
stranger.
when I was growing up, they used to tell us that somewhere in the world there's always somebody that looks like you, you know?
Well, yeah, my first husband, we went to Mount Washington, and we were up at the observatory, and he had already walked up the stairs, and I saw him walking down the stairs, and I said, "Hey, where you going?" He goes, "I'm going to meet my wife at the car." And I said, "Wait a minute." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "Man, you look just like my husband, and we just got married." So he
Oh,
said, "Really? I want to meet him." And he walks up with me, and I showed them to each other. They were exactly the same. It
wow.
was it was my husband's doppelganger.
Oh,
And then
Lord.
he went and got his wife and brought his wife up too. And she
Yeah.
started screaming and crying.
Oh, Lord.
She goes, "Oh no, there's two of them now."
I made that mistake.
Have you run into someone who looks like somebody you know?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah, I
Yes,
did that here. There was
it's
somebody I met. There was somebody I met, and they looked similar, and I thought it was someone I met the day before, like I guess Saturday night.
Thanks,
No,
Paul.
Friday
Paul.
night.
Hey,
what
Sean.
what made it creepier for me was the fact that um twins run in our family. My grandmother had 4 sets of twins.
Oh, golly.
Yeah. So I already knew that twins ran in the family, and I thought, maybe when they got to having me, they didn't want to keep my twin and they gave it up for adoption or something. They were playing a cruel joke on me by sending me over to her house.
Yeah. Well, I know when we were growing up, when my uncle and his and aunt, they had a boy, and then they had a girl, and one was brown headed, one was blonde headed, and then on the third child, he come out with red hair and freckles, and we couldn't figure out how he got red hair and freckles.
They used to call that the milkman's child.
Somewhere down the line, there was a redhead in the family, but I've never actually met one, except him.
We had every color hair in our family. My oldest brother had blonde hair, and then my other brother had brown hair. My other brother had red hair. I had red hair. My sister had like light brown hair.
Mm.
We had
I
every
live
color
in
hair.
Library.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I got red hair. My sister has blonde hair. My other sister has brown hair. And my other sister has black hair.
Yeah, and same mom, same dad.
I
Yeah,
can't
all
remember
same
if it
dad.
was me and my brother that started out as a blonde, a little bit of blonde hair, and we turned brown headed as we got older.
I may have to, after we get done here, I may have to delete this live stream.
Why?
um,
Something happened?
What do we
well,
do?
I brought there was somebody in my basement and they had it listed as Meg W. And I thought it was Meg W in the basement and brought it up and it showed and that person showed her icon and looked like it looked like something that you didn't want to see.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
When I
When
brought it up,
You got rid of it real quick, didn't you?
I took them back down, but
Well, you were quick because I didn't see a thing.
You should be all
I
right.
didn't see anything.
what? Yeah.
You just don't go looking for it. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Well, if it's rated
Hey,
X, then you might have to
thanks
just
for the
delete it.
package. Getting a
Thanks.
present.
Thanks, Dan. See, Dan says there's a just remove
Package.
it, cut it off for. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how to delete that certain section
Yeah.
because
I mean, if it's that short, it shouldn't bother nothing.
okay, because this
If it does, all you gotta do is say, "Oops, somebody got in there. It wasn't supposed to be there."
yeah. Well, I thought it was Meg W again because I thought she was showing us something. Thanks. But then that person put their icon up and it looked like let's just say male genitals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. That
Yeah.
ain't good.
Yeah. So, and this is a family friendly show. I try to keep it family friendly. That is. Um. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, let's see. Dan says there's a package being prepped and shipped to you Monday or Tuesday. Look for delivery from September 30th through to the 4th. Send me an email when you get it, please, so I can close the action. Okay. Thanks, Dan. We'll keep our eyes open.
I'm gonna go to sleep, you guys. Good night.
Okay,
Good
Red,
night. Good night,
you have
Red.
a safe sleep, and we'll see you in a.
Safe travels getting here.
Night, love.
You can send me a message or something. So I know when
Yeah,
you're.
I'll let you know where I am and like where I stop tomorrow.
Oh,
Be
okay.
careful driving red.
I will, and I have to get gas ASAP because I know I can drive like 4 hours though. I can drive 4 or 5 hours on a
I
tank and
can't
gas.
believe it. I can't believe that gas gauge don't work after they put a
I
new
think
one.
it might be working now because someone said it might take a while to get going right, but now I don't trust it because it was just it was moving around, you know? It was
Yeah.
moving around.
Well, now I will say, like I said before, I've learned with the General Motors product, which Chevrolet is General Motors product, and I've learned with ours, a General Motors product, and also my mechanic that also works on them for me. He said that a General Motors product has that floating gas gauge anyway, don't it, Dad?
Yeah.
It has it's made for some reason. General Motors product has a floating gas gauge, and you just have to kind of
Just keep an eye on it.
just keep an eye on it, and like with ours, with that GMC pickup truck, we don't even let it get below a half tank hardly, do that.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, when that thing starts reading just a little bit below a half a tank, we go fill her up.
We go fill her up when it starts reading just below a little bit below a half tank, not very far, and we go fill her up. And so,
yeah, I'm gonna start filling it up
okay,
like sooner, unless I.
Sometimes it'll take 7 or 8 gallons, and sometimes it'll take 10 or 12.
and also with that, and also let's see, yours is fuel injected, so you've got that electric fuel pump inside the gas tank. That's another reason why you don't want to let it get below 3/4. 3/4. They say 3/4 of a tank, because what's going to happen is it's going to eventually burn out that fuel pump and then you'll wind up having to pay anywhere between $200-$400 for a fuel pump, depending on what.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so you don't want to because see that thing has to have. I've learned electric fuel pump when it's inside the gas tank. That thing has to have anywhere between 50 to 80 pounds of pressure to go from your fuel tank into your fuel injection system, because it has to be able to hit on all them injectors and all them plugs and things like that. So it has to have that much pressure because uh, is and to work properly. So you don't want to run it no lower than 3/4 of
Well, a quarter of
a
that's
quarter
what you're saying.
quarter of a tank of gas. You don't want to run it no quarter of a tank of gas
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
because that burns out them electric fuel pumps quick.
Oh yeah.
And you're going and like I said, depending on the different vehicles, it varies. But uh, yeah, and so electric fuel pump, yep, it can also pick up drugs in the tank and clog. Yep, that trash. Yep, you have to. It's always a good idea to change them fuel filters ever so often as well. So, but but yeah, that's a good tip if you want to keep from having to pay a fortune for, pay a fortune for the electric fuel bill, because I remember the last one we bought, it costed anywhere between I think $200 to $400. I think the last one we bought.
200 to 400. I can't remember exactly which one.
And in order to get to it, you gotta drop that whole tank. So,
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Dan.
but
Good night, loves. Good night, Lorraine. Good night, Kenneth.
good night.
Good night, Red.
Good night, Papa.
He says good night to you.
I heard.
Okay.
I said good night, hon. Be careful.
I will.
Hey, Kenny, in my bus
Yeah.
and also in my pickup truck, in the bed of the pickup truck, they had a square metal plate that you unscrewed it, and then you could pull the filter right out of the top of the gas tank. And it's the same way in some of the diesel buses.
Oh, okay.
That way
Well,
you
see,
don't have to drop the whole tank. It's much easier.
yeah. Well, uh, I just know on the regular fuel on the gas.
On the older vehicles.
Yeah, my daughter had a Honda Civic. They had to drop the whole tank.
Yeah. But
She actually needed a whole new tank anyway.
yeah.
It was so bad that one of the edges opened up the weld, and it was spilling gas out of the seam of the gas tank. What a pain in the butt that was.
Yeah, my cousin, and I also learned this about General Motors too. My cousin had a '93 GMC pickup truck, and his was the same way. It had that floating gas gauge, and he told me himself. He said all General Motor products
Right.
is that way. I mean,
They have a fault in them too.
yeah.
They
So
corrode out, and even if you, like, we went to a gas station once here in Texas, and because the water line, the water level in the ground is so close to the surface,
yeah,
it's like a foot down, and then you hit the uh, the water table, and water was getting into the gas uh, tanks at the gas station and watering down their gas. Oh, what a pain that was.
Yeah. Uh, Ivy, IVB creates. Thanks for coming in, and appreciate the thumbs up. And appreciate you being here. Let's see. Loves sent me something on Messenger.
You can share it.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can go. If it'll let me.
I love your videos, loves, when you're at the beach, walking on the beach.
Thank you. I'm always going to the beach because my dogs loves to.
Oh, hang on
They
a
are
minute. Let me
really
do.
run, play, and swim.
Yeah,
Let
my
me,
dogs do too.
let me do this route. Hang on. Am I still with y'all?
Yes. Yeah, you are.
All right.
I'm chewing on potato chips.
I understand.
Yeah, my son sent me a picture of that chip that is that hot. It's so hot. He showed me one of the guys at his work eating one of those, and the guy was flopping on the ground. I'm like, maybe you guys ought to call an ambulance because he looked like he was in really bad pain.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna try this, see if it'll work. Is he gonna let me do it?
The stuff on that chip is what they make bear spray out of.
Can y'all see this?
Is that what kind of spray?
Yeah, I can see it.
Hang on.
What kind of spray?
What kind of spray did you say, Lorraine?
Bear spray.
Bear spray.
Bear spray.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Y'all ready for me to play this?
Yep.
All right.
Kenny, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kenneth. Fordman, aka Kenneth Ox, happiest birthday to you. And you know what? I'm so thankful because I met you guys in the live stream of mine, and now you know. So be meeting you because you're such a very good, kind person and wishing you all the best in life, Kenny, online. But happiest birthday! I'm so happy to meet you. Happiest birthday! Enjoy your day.
Thanks.
Hello, Kenny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thanks, love. It's
That's
very
beautiful.
it's very beautiful, loves. I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
I just decided to make that when I come up.
Mm.
That must be the only
It
song
takes
that
it in
I
your
know I play on YouTube all the time that doesn't get copyrighted.
That was something that loves
I know, but
from the
I'm just
Philippines.
saying though. Happy birthday! I've heard that song I don't know how many times, and nobody ever gets copyrighted for it.
I don't know, but
Kenny's gonna erase his live stream anyway because of that obscene picture.
No, let's
unless I can figure out a way to delete that.
Edit that out.
Yeah, but I don't know how.
no, Kenny. That song is not. Or if it gets, you can mute that one.
Huh?
That we
Yeah.
always make that with our friends here in YouTube. It's not.
It's not copyright, she
Well, that's
said.
what I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate it very much. I am very thankful for the friends that I have made through YouTube, and hope to make many more in the near future.
You know
And
what, Kenny? When you make a friend, you can't get rid of them. They're like Velcro.
yeah,
Ah,
um,
oh, that's funny.
but
You too, Papa.
but
Thank you, thank you.
and I hope to eventually. My one of my dreams is to eventually make it to the Philippines. I want to experience the different cultural the between Philippines and the states. And
There's really a lot. Like we talked before about the
yeah,
food.
well, the food and the scenery that y'all have. Um,
Yeah, and the rice is life.
I've been saying for 55 years, I'd like to get back to Japan.
Dad said he's been saying for 55 years he'd like to get back to Japan.
I haven't been out of the United States except for Canada. I haven't been to Europe or Asia or the Philippines. Well, I went to the Bahamas, if that counts.
Mm. Thanks,
Yeah, I've never
Sean.
been there.
He's never been to the Bahamas. Thanks, Sean, but I hate. That's what a lot of people tell me, but I hate to be the. I hate, I hate to be the very bad news. I am 26, fixing to turn 27. So when that clock strikes 12 my time, 12 midnight.
Well, Kenny, you could tell Sean he doesn't look a day over 60.
You don't look a day over 60, brother.
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, I remember being on his live stream one day. He was talking about he had a birthday. And yeah,
Yeah, we sang happy birthday to him.
I didn't think he was about 40.
Now he's 60.
Mm.
He's a year
So
older
what,
than me, Papa.
Huh?
Kenny? What?
He's what?
A year older than me.
Oh. Well, see, you don't look like you don't look that age either.
Well, gee, thank you.
I figured you were in your 40s.
he figured you, but he figured you. He figured,
I'll
he
be
figured,
60 February 7th, Papa. I'm a February baby, too.
I dad's of February. My pat uh my pastor of the church is February. My cousin is February. There's some other church members that's February. I think Faye Bledsoe's February too.
Lorraine. Same.
We're the water sign. That's why we gotta go pee so often.
Yeah, but what was you getting ready to say to me, loves, a few minutes ago?
Sorry.
I'm I'm into Lorraine. It's same.
Yeah.
I'm a lot older than I look.
I'm also February baby.
You're a February baby as well, loves.
Yes. And Lorraine,
Oh, good.
Do you believe that February babies are extra special? Oh my god,
We love water.
that's, that's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. That
That
you
is what
got.
they're saying because the date is not complete.
Mm, what are you? Okay. My dad's over making a record, and I'm trying to figure out what in the world he's making a record for. Um,
What's he doing? Tearing
he's
down the house?
he's picking something up.
I was
Oh,
trying. I'll have to get down the floor and get into it.
oh
I
my
had
goodness. I
to go
can't get up
to
if I get
the
on the
money
floor.
in a dog cage.
We need to do something with that thing because we'll never use
I
it.
know it.
We'll never use it. I have a dog cage, and he said he dropped something. He dropped something in
I
it.
dropped $1 or two down in there.
And he dropped $1 or 2 of some
I'll
money
get
in it.
that tomorrow
He's
sometime.
trying to get the dog cage.
Well, now it's a savings bank.
Huh?
Now the dog cage is a savings bank.
Hmm.
Once you pop it in there, you can't get the money back out.
Uh,
I can. All I do is open the gate and crawl in there and reach it.
I just know what I'd like to. I'd like to get rid of that thing. That's for sure. That dog.
Yeah.
That dog cage.
Donate it.
It's something in the way. See,
Donate it.
I don't know where to take it to or donate.
Animal control. You can call animal control. They'll come pick it up.
I,
Well, in some areas maybe, but not around here.
not around here. They don't.
Oh,
They don't. They don't even.
They don't even control the animals.
They don't even control the animals.
oh.
Well, that's not our job.
There's no rescues around there either.
Nope.
The response I get when I do call, the response I get, they say it's not our job.
Oh,
That's the response I get, and I'm like, when I get that response, I'm like, well, why do we? Why
The
do we?
dog catcher comes around here to pick up dogs and stuff, but never does.
I'm like, why do we even have such thing as animal control if you don't control the animals?
no, they just put them all to sleep. That's why
Well,
I ran a rescue for so long.
but
Overweight.
but anyway, yeah, there's a friend of mine that has a farm, and they have wild raccoons around their farm animals,
Yeah.
and they were afraid they were going to do something to their chickens and goats and things like that. Well, she called animal control to tell them, and they told her that it wasn't that their responsibility. That if they did, what they have to wait until it actually does something to another animal, or to it has to actually take action against the human being before they'll do something.
Yeah, it's got to be a rabid raccoon before they'll come out and shoot it. I'm surprised they didn't say just shoot it.
They'll arrest you for that.
They will arrest you for that if you do that.
They'll arrest you for shooting a raccoon.
They'll arrest you for anything. They, they consider that cruelty to animals.
They consider that cruelty to animals.
Really? See, we can shoot. There's no hunting. I mean, there's no law against hunting wild
Yeah.
boar,
Now,
raccoon, and coyotes.
Like deer and bear and
now you can
go.
you can go hunting with fishing. Well, I mean with hunting license and
I
stuff.
said go, but there's only certain seasons you're allowed to do it.
You can go like turkey hunting, deer hunting.
Yeah, we have hunting seasons for that, but there's no violation for hunting coyotes, wild boar, and I think it's raccoons.
Hey Gwenny Square.
Not that I agree with hunting animals, like I said.
Maybe
I
there
like
are exemptions
yeah
about animal cruelty.
yeah yeah. It's
They call them thinking Ellie Mae Clinton.
he thinks all of them are thinking Ellie Mae Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies.
I love Ellie Mae.
Well, you know,
I like Grandma too.
yeah. Well, you know how Ellie Mae was with animals.
Yep, she had all of them. She had a raccoon
Yeah.
and a monkey too,
Monkey.
a chimpanzee.
I think she had a wolf.
I appreciate you coming in. Gwenny Square. I'd love to have you up on my panel one day, cause I seen you on others, especially in the crochet and knitting community. And but yeah, I would consider it an honor and a privilege to have you up on my panel for the very first time. And but yeah, it's crazy with some of the uh it's crazy with some of the rules that they have here, and some of that don't even make sense.
We still in Texas. We still have a rule that you have to tie your horse up to a hitching post in front of the saloon.
Hmm. You have to tie your horse up to a
A hitching post in
hitching
front of the
post
saloon.
in front of a saloon.
How many people ride their horses into town anymore?
Well, where I used to live, there was a saloon down around the farm where I had my rescue, and a couple of the guys rode their horses down, and they actually had a hitching post, and they actually tied their horses up, went in, had a couple beers, and then drunk riding on the way home, they got pulled over by the state police.
Huh? Riding a horse while drinking, huh?
But yeah, I hmm,
The horse knew their way home.
yeah. But yeah, and somebody even called. Somebody even called. We had a bear actually running loose, and somebody actually called animal control on that, and they told them that
It wasn't their job.
it wasn't their job. So I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, whose job is it?
Well, I mean, in some places, government filled jobs, there's government filled jobs, whether you do your job or not. You get your money. You just get paid for going into the office or driving around in a truck.
Oh yeah, they don't care if you actually do nothing.
Oh, here comes Granny Square.
Hi.
Welcome up on the panel.
Thank you,
Hi
thank you. Oh, I
there.
feel so honored that I'm on Kenny's panel because I love me some Kenny.
Yes, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you up here for the very first time.
I woke up with a headache, so I had to get up and have something for my headache. So I'm drinking coffee. So, hey, Kenny,
So what time is it where you're at?
let's see, 3:28 a.m. in North Carolina.
Okay, that's what it is here then.
Yeah.
But go ahead and tell everybody what your channel's about and what you do, and
Well, I'm
introduce.
Queenie Square, but my name's Andrea, and I crochet. However, my channel is more than just crochet. The square, even though it's spelled out like the crochet square,
Mm-hmm.
I think of it mathematically because I do a lot of hurricane tips and tricks since I live in Hurricane Alley of North Carolina out on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually introduced like some products, and I did like one of my favorite stores. And so it's more than just crochet. So therefore the square part. Um anyway, Kenny, did you see the most recent thing that I crocheted?
I haven't yet. I've been making
Okay.
my rounds.
You ready to see it?
Sure.
This is Carrie the Yarny Elephant.
That's cute.
So I'm gonna send that to the fair.
An
And
elephant crochet.
yeah, an elephant that's been crocheted. And she's actually got some crochet that she's working on because she likes to make doilies. But she's named after a lady that has a channel, and I have permission for this elephant to be named after her. But Carrie the Yarny Elephant. And so I've got a friend that's going to be the president of a organization that we're in together, but she's going to be the state president, and she loves elephants. So that's what inspired the elephant making. Now, like 8 people want elephants. So I'm going to have to go into the elephant herd making business. But I've got granny squares. I'm working on a multicolored granny square blanket. Kenny's seen a blanket that I was working on that was a scrap granny that's king size. And it's one big continuous granny square, but it's all out of scrap yarn.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos. It's been a while since I've been over there, but like I said, I've been making my rounds. I caught up on some I haven't watched in a while yesterday, on some other channels and things. But I find that even though I'm just a small channel, I find it with as many subscribers I find it kind of hard to get to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know how mine are right now. Mine are like less than 2 minutes apiece.
Yeah,
You can sit there and
yeah,
watch all of mine in no time when you
yeah,
get a chance. I appreciate you coming when you do get to come, but I realize that you have a big following too.
yeah, yeah.
Because you follow a lot of people and a lot of people follow you.
Yeah, I follow. Yeah, I follow the RV community, the cruising community, the Disney community, the crochet and knitting uh, community, and the food
Yeah.
community.
Well, I saw an old truck yesterday evening on my way home. The
Mm-hmm.
guy stopped, and we were talking about at the place where I stopped, a little country store that's just started
Mm-hmm.
back. And we were talking about that we need to have a truck and tractor show there. And that
What
would
kind
be
of truck
fun.
was it?
It was a about a 19 I'd say about a 1968 Chevy truck, and it looked like it had a nice paint job on it. And then my next door neighbor, or two doors down, um, is a very fantastic body man and painter whenever it comes to restoring cars
Mm-hmm.
and tractors and all.
Yeah,
So
I know
it
the
would be
last.
fun.
Yeah,
Huh?
the last couple of days, me and Dad. One day I spoke with a guy that had a '67 Buick,
Oh wow.
and he repainted it, and and he'd been doing some work
I
on.
mean, it looked like it was in mint condition.
It looked like it come off the showroom floor,
Mm.
and I asked guy, says, "Is it all original?" And he said, "Yeah, pretty much as far as the body and the paint goes." He said but he put I think he said he put a 350 Chevrolet motor in it, but he was working on rebuilding a Buick motor for it at
Mm-hmm.
home, but he just hadn't got it. He hadn't got it put together yet. But he's got a 350 in it right now, and but anyway, that he uh, and then yesterday, was it yesterday, we saw that 60,
Yeah.
68 or 69.
68 or 69 Dodge Charger, and that thing moved
Oh man,
around.
now that would be what I'd want because 68's
Yeah,
my birthday.
68 or 69 Dodge Charger. And that thing looked like it come off the showroom floor.
Wow.
And you could hear that rumble. You know how them old cars sounded with
Yeah.
the exhaust. You hear it rumbling. I love the sound of that exhaust when they rumble like that. And you wouldn't believe people that ask us about that truck of ours, that '76 GMC Royal Series pickup truck that we have.
Mhm.
There's been, I don't know how many people ask us if we want to sell it or want to buy it in the day.
Yeah, I tell them. They got the cash.
I got the cash.
Money talks. Money talks.
And
At least I can buy another one, you know.
we've actually told them no. We're actually wanting to take and restore it ourselves
Yeah.
and restore it from bottom up. From the frame all the way,
All the way around.
all the way around. Make it look like it come off the assembly line
Yeah.
when it's done. And
The one.
I tell them, what gets me is that a lot of these people they mess it up from the original, and it ruins the value of them. At least with this one, I can at least with the truck, I can at least tell them that it was all.
The only thing that's not original on it now is the radiator.
The only thing that's not original on it now is the radiator, because I could not get a copper radiator, which is what it originally had, was a copper radiator, and but everything else is all original.
Kenny, get you got my email?
I think so. Yeah.
Send me an email with what part you're wanting for that copper radiator, because between me and my brother loves looking for stuff like that. And there's a bunch of different people that's got scrapyards around here.
Yeah. Right now, I got an aluminum radiator in it right now,
Mhm.
which I'm fine with an aluminum radiator because it don't get as hot like an aluminum engine does.
Yeah.
So the only thing that goes bad on the aluminum radiators, them little, I think, plastic cups they call them, or hoses and stuff they call them. But
Yeah.
those things ain't nothing to replace. But I mean,
Yeah. If you get a chance one day and you're bored, send me a, description of what it is and the year model and all, because my brother loves hunting for stuff like that.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I know that's very. If you do find one, it's gonna cost you.
I think the last one when that one tore up, and that's been a couple of 3 years ago. They it was going to cost $500 for a copper one. Yeah, for a copper one.
$500 for a copper radiator.
Yeah, but see, I've got a trade. I got a barter and trade system. I'll crochet them a bunch of blankets.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and the aluminum one only cost us, I think, 125.
Aluminum was only 125. Of course,
Yeah.
like I said, it doesn't get hot like that aluminum block or aluminum head.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with the as long as the engine is not aluminum, I'm
Yeah.
fine with. Because you get an aluminum engine hot, you
It'll
might
melt.
you might as well say goodbye, good riddance, because you're gonna have to rebuild that. You're gonna have to rebuild it because you're gonna crack a head, either crack a head or crack the block. One of the two, because uh, he can't take it. That aluminum can't take that heat like that cast iron can.
Yeah.
As is why I like. As is why I like cast iron motors,
Mhm.
and because they you got and things can get fire engine red, and not and still be going.
Yeah.
you got more time to you got more time to pull over on the side of the road when that thing gets hot.
Yep.
Whereas that aluminum, you ain't got no time at all. You better shut that thing off as soon as it.
It'll, it'll seize up on you in a heartbeat.
My cousin's wife had a little old escort, and my cousin plainly told her, said he plainly said, you do not run that aluminum engine hot, because you'll crack a head or crack the block. Well, she wouldn't listen, and he just put a brand new $500 head on it just before it got. And so she drove it home while it was hot, and by the time she got in the driveway, that it had cracked it cracked the block. So he took the head off of it and gave it to somebody else that could use it.
Mm.
And he said, "I told you."
He warned her, and she ended up walking, huh?
Well, she got the car home, but when since she got home, uh, uh, he opened the radiator and there was oil in the radiator, so
Mm.
he knew right then it cracked the block.
Mm.
When you get oil when you get oil in your radiator, that means you've got a cracked engine block
Mm.
because it was milky looking.
Okay. I'm learned something new today. Thank you.
And uh, and then also when you get coolant in your oil, it also uh, means that you also got a cracked head as well.
Okay.
So it cracked the block and not the head.
Okay.
But anyway, and so and he said, "I told you." She learned the hard way though. But
Yeah.
he's like me. He likes his older stuff because it holds up better.
Yeah. Back when I was in college, I drove a Ford Maverick,
Yeah,
and I sat and helped them and watched them. My brother and a guy I was dating replaced the rocker arm assembly on it,
yeah.
but I could jump start that car from bypassing the solenoid with 2 screwdrivers. And the
Now
thing,
I've heard people doing that. Of but uh, I actually jumped a solenoid one time. I thought I'd fried the battery cable
uh-huh.
because it arced on me, and and I also had accidentally. Uh, I thought I had brought out the whole wire and harness out on one time because when I hooked the battery cables up, I thought I was hooking it up. I'd accidentally crossed them, didn't I, Dad?
Yeah.
I'd accidentally crossed them, and I had because it arced, and I thought I'd fried the computer
Mm.
and uh, and the wire and harness.
Oh no.
Luckily, luckily I didn't know that. Then,
Yeah.
and then one time we had an Oldsmobile one time. It was an Oldsmobile Achiever. I think ran fine till up just I guess every how long. And all of a sudden it got to where it would just die when it got warm
Mm-hmm.
at red light, and it wouldn't hardly crank back until you let it sit there and get cold again.
Mm.
Well, we come to find out we had been driving it with the battery. Somebody had hooked the battery, put the battery in backwards,
Oh no.
and it burned out the whole computer system and all.
Mm.
And it was a '92 Oldsmobile Achiever,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, and yeah, that was one of the that was one of the uh, I know from then on we had been checking to make sure when we go look at a vehicle to make sure they put that stuff, make sure put that in there right.
But that's also some good advice. I'm learning all sorts of stuff from you, Kenny.
Yeah, and you because you don't want to cross them because that's what's going to happen if you put that in there backwards. You gotta make sure you put the positive at the positive and the negative with the negative.
Yep. We've made sure that some of the presents we've given our girls over the years are like the battery charger jump boxes, so they don't
Mm,
have to depend on having somebody else with jumper cables. But the
mm,
first thing that I bought them whenever they got cars before that was a set of jumper cables. And then some of their little girlfriends, whenever they got cars, that was their present, was a set of jumper cables
mm.
and the
But,
instructions on how to do that.
but
I said,
yeah, going back to you was talking about the Ford Maverick here. I've heard some several stories about what the things was bad about. What was it? The Maverick that was bad about catching a fire, Dad?
Yeah,
The Maverick.
Maverick and a Pinto,
A Maverick and a Pinto was
and
bad about catching a fire.
we
especially the
had we had two different Mavericks. We had a 75 and a 78, and never had any trouble with that. But that 78, I jump started it about 30 times one day. Um, that the battery just wouldn't stay up, and I guess it was between starter and alternator problems. But I could rebuild the starter in that Maverick,
Yeah,
and so the stuff that I learned about cars, I always said if I ever went back to college for anything, I was going to take auto mechanics.
that's what I did the last 2 years. Until I graduated May the 11th. I took auto.
Graduated just after my birthday.
I took auto mechanics. I graduated May the 11th of this year. So
Well,
yeah,
congratulations. I'm proud
thank
of you.
you, thank you. But the bad part is that I'm not having any luck finding any auto
Work.
mechanic auto mechanic jobs. Yeah, but most of them, most people around here, they what I've run into is they want you to have at least 10, 15 years of experience. They want somebody that's had that much of experience in the field. And I don't have that many years I don't have that many years in experience, you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Because
like
I
I'm
only
sorry.
took I only took see I took auto mechanics all 4 years in high school, which I graduated high school in 2013.
Yeah.
So I took
7 years to get into college.
it actually took me 7 years to actually get in college. So
Mhm.
I didn't even so I didn't even I didn't even actually get in college until like 2019 of
Mhm.
August of 2019. And so I took two year a 2 year certificate program uh,
Mhm.
to where um, um, you um, to where you could either get a certificate program or you could get a degree. But if you go for the degree and things, they make you take all them core classes, which
Yeah.
have no core classes that they make you take, and you don't have nothing to do with what you want to do. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, and so I didn't even go for that. So, but the thing about it is, Sean, you still got to have you. In order to do that, you still gotta buy land to put it on. You gotta buy land to put the business on.
You gotta find one sorry up for sale.
And you got to find one that's already up for sale. And you know, you got to, and you got to be able to, you got to have it inspected and everything else. It has to be inspected and things, and they have, and
Government have to approve it.
the government has to approve it and things like that. I would like to have my own business, but I still got to obey those things. Because if I don't, I can get myself in big time trouble.
You have to have money.
And it also costs funding to be able to do that. So yeah, so yeah, that's some things to look at. Um, I don't have any. I don't have any room for that here at the house. I barely got any room between us and the other neighbors. I need a place where there's a big area where it's more level. I know I did that starter here at the house, but that's about as far as
That was a pain.
and yeah, that was a pain. And I still had to scotch it to make sure that it didn't go nowhere when I did that starter here at the house. So yeah, so because yeah, and that's the reason why I don't work on anything here at the house. Hardly. I know I wouldn't be able to. Huh?
Just our own vehicle is all.
Just our own vehicles is all. But as far as anybody else's, no. Don't want to take that chance. And also, like I said, I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot with our own vehicles anyway, because in order to change the fluids and everything, and in order to check fluids, it's got to be all on level ground. So, and I don't have no level ground here at all. so, so there, yeah. So I need a place. See, when I check our fluids, I have to go to a food city or a parking lot that's got level ground in order to check fluids in our own vehicles. So, because you're not going to get a good reading on the dipsticks if it's not level. So, yeah, and yeah, it's not as easy as some people think. That's for sure. Um, but you should, y'all. If I had a way to film the one when I was trying to put that oil in the truck the other day, um, you should have saw the time that I had being able to reach that. Because I actually had to take one of them. I had uh, I actually had to take one of them electric scooters that they have in our local food city. Get on my knees and stand literally up on the with my feet up on that seat to be able to reach over into the hood of the truck to where the PCV valve is on that valve cover
Mm-hmm.
to pull it off to be able to put the funnel down there and pour the oil in. Cause there's actually two of them. I I could do it with. I could pour it down either one. Whichever one's easiest to get to, and uh, that back one on the passenger side, it's way back there in the back corner, so it's a little tougher to get to. So I found the one up here closer to the in behind the motor, just below the um, just below the master cylinder, basically, just about in behind the motor, uh, toward the front there, and behind the dipstick housing, I found. Uh, I saw pulled it. Yeah, it's a lot harder than you think. So, but yeah. Um. So, um, but I still managed it. Uh, but um, and when I do work on cars, I'm still going to have people help work with me. I'm not going to be able to run the whole business by myself because I'm going to have people going to have to be able to drive the vehicle, test drive it, all that. Yeah.
And it's also going to have to be people that you trust.
Yeah, I can't just pick somebody up off the random street. No. I have to think about. I want somebody that's got some good experience in auto mechanics.
And common sense.
Yeah, I'll tell you, some of these, like I said, some of these parts stores, mm. And some of them are even, I don't know how, but some of these are even managers of stores, and they don't. You be talking to them, they're like, what? And they're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, for example, I ordered a I ordered a fuel filter and an air filter. Okay, for for a for a 1976 GMC Russ Air pickup truck one time. Well, I spoke to the man. I spoke to the manager of the store, and she go, and I told her the year, the model, and all that, all the information that they needed. And she goes, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what you're even talking about. And I'm like, um, you're a manager of a store and you don't know what a fuel filter and an air filter is? I said, okay. I said, well, can you not look it up on the computer?
She didn't know how to do
They
that.
didn't even know how to do that either. I said, okay. So I'm thinking, my goodness, and you're a manager of a store. How in the world did you get in this position?
Yeah.
Well,
uh, and
Kenny,
you're,
it sounds like you should become the manager of one of them stores.
uh, well, um, and I'm thinking, yeah, and I said, well, can you give me somebody that does know? Well, finally, she turned the phone over to somebody else, and he knew what I was talking. That person knew what I was talking about, so I went ahead and ordered it through him. So yeah, so and then another time was I was at another store one time. I asked him. I said, I said, hey, can somebody come out here and check the fluids in this truck one time? Because we was out and about one day, and the guy said, "Sure, I'll be right there." I said, and we just pulled. It hadn't even been 5 minutes, and we pulled in their parking lot, and he said, "I'll be right there." So pulled in the parking lot, and we shut off the truck, and the guy says, uh, or he opens the hood. And the very first thing he starts to do, you can guess where I'm going with this. He starts to open that hot radiator now. I said, "Whoa, no, 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 don't open that." He goes, "Why? Is it hot?" I'm like, duh, it's a
No, it
radiator.
just come out of a freezer.
I'm like, duh, it's a radiator. Hello. So I was doing all I could just to keep from busting out laughing, because I mean the guy was like, he was old enough to know, you know. I mean that's common sense. And the sad part is that he didn't even know how to even read the dipsticks. Okay. So I'm like, all right, so how did you get the, because this is common sense, people, and basic stuff. And I'm
But
thinking,
Kenny, this world is now into the let's hire a warm body that's breathing to fill a position. That's part of the problem right there.
hey, Najuma.
Well, I'd rather warm body than a robot.
Well, that's true too. But the stuff that they don't teach them in school,
They don't teach nothing in school.
they don't know how to write. They do not know how to make a signature, for one thing. They print their name. They don't know how to fill out their own address to themselves. They don't know how to endorse a check. They don't know how to fill out paperwork at a doctor's office. I see that all the time where I work for an eye doctor. And it's like they don't it's like going, well, I don't know the answers to these questions. And I'm sitting here thinking you're the only person that does know. Are your eyes itching? Do you have asthma? Do you have high cholesterol? You're the person that should be able to answer those questions. there's no common sense whatsoever in so many forms anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely true.
Well, Kenny, my battery's down and about ready to go. Thank you for having me up, and
Oh,
I
you're
will see
welcome here
you on
anytime.
the YouTube street soon.
Just visited
Okay?
you.
Yeah.
Just
And nice,
visited you in Granny Square.
yeah, y'all
I
come
Well,
on.
posted
you
the
know,
link in my chat so people
Yeah.
can connect.
Kenny,
Well,
drop her a link for everybody. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet
Yeah,
you too. You have to check out the Granny Square with my hurricane milk sandwich. And
I saw that video.
was that not hilarious?
I'll have
I
to check
I
that out.
haven't actually watched it, but I saw
Yeah.
it where you
Well,
put it out there.
whenever y'all see it, you're gonna be going, "Oh my God, this woman's crazy." But where I live, I've only missed two hurricanes since Hurricane Hugo, and both of them, one of them I was at a funeral,
Where are
and
you at? Where do you live?
outside of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I live
We're
near
from
where
Texas,
you're
so
from Texas.
we've got quite a few too. So I was wondering.
Oh yeah, we're both of us are in Hurricane Alley. I bet you have a buoy out in the Gulf of Mexico. It says Texas this way, just like North Carolina out in the Atlantic has one says Wilmington, North Carolina this way.
And then
Um,
we have Tornado Alley too.
yeah,
We're at
we
the
get
end of
tornadoes.
Tornado Alley.
Have you seen the TV show Under the Dome or Sleepy Hollow,
Yeah, yep.
Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm I'm in the area where all that was filmed. And A
Oh
Walk to
wow.
Remember and Safe Haven and Tammy and We're the Millers.
Oh
Oh,
goodness.
Kenny, they're talking about where the at the Ninja Turtle house is what I call it.
Mhm.
It's the
Mhm.
scene where the turtle was in the bathtub recovering, and that they were out in the barn training. If you ever saw
Mhm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the people that own that are talking about having a Ninja Turtle movie night in a camp out. And I was
Ooh,
like, oh my God, yes, I can't wait.
Hmm.
that'd be awesome.
So I got my tent ready to go. So I'm even thinking about making a Ninja Turtle blanket that's green, but then put the white stripe or the color stripes in it with the eyes
Mhm.
for their little mask. So I'm like going, but I'm excited about that because if they have a movie night and a camp out, I am there. So
That sounds awesome.
well, it's nice to meet y'all. Y'all come see Gwenny Square and Kenny. Thank you again, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. Okay.
All right, you're welcome, and you're welcome here anytime.
All
You'll
right.
see me on your channel. I'll be checking you out. Definitely.
And
I
whenever I get,
visited you already. I visited you while you and Kenny is talking earlier. I checked your videos.
did you? Thank you. Um.
That's Lois from the
I
Philippines.
see.
Oh, she's from the Philippines. I love Filipino food. Um. Anyway, we'll catch y'all soon and take care.
All right, bye bye.
All right. God bless.
God bless. I checked her earlier.
I meant to say, anybody in here with blue wrenches, you're more welcome to drop your own links, drop each other's links anytime throughout the chat. I think here in about 20 minutes, when when that time on that StreamYard thing, I'm gonna say good night, good morning.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to make this trip to your
do what now?
birthday. I thought it's up to your birthday.
My birthday is actually not until tomorrow.
Monday.
The 27th. I got one more day. I got the day left.
Later. In Philippines. In Philippines later.
Yeah.
About 14 hours.
About 14 hours.
Something like that.
And
16 hours, something.
but yeah, and
Did I,
So what's
did I
your
tell
plan?
you, Kenny? Did I
you
tell
what?
you, Kenny? My son says hello. He finally come home. He's in Texas now, but he's not here at the house.
Oh, okay.
But he was watching the YouTube videos now that he's got a chance. And he's like, "Who's this Kenny?" So I told him all about you, and he can't wait to meet you.
I can't wait to meet you all too. I'm going to be going to sleep here in about when that clock strikes 3 hours on the StreamYard.
Yep.
I'm gonna shut it off and say good night. And thanks to everybody for coming on.
Good night, Pa.
Good night.
But it's not 3 hours yet, though. It's just at two. It's just at 2 hours.
I'm caressing you, Kenny.
I go back to sleep.
And
Oh, no.
but
An
yeah,
advance good night.
and the other part was the guy got upset with me because I wouldn't buy their brand of brake foot or whatever it was. He said, "What am I doing out here checking this stuff for you when you don't even buy our products?" And I'm like, "Well, at the time that I needed it, y'all didn't have any." And he started cussing. He cussed me up one side and down the other.
Sounds like you don't need to shop there no more.
Well, we do, but at least the guy's gone.
I think the guy that
He
did
didn't
that,
keep you very long.
I don't think he lasted very long.
I bet not.
And because I'm a type of person that if I get to where I need something, especially if I get to where I need something real bad, I'm gonna get it wherever I'm at. It's I know what carries it, and at the time that I needed it, I went and bought some at Walmart. Wasn't it? That I bought. That's where I bought it. Yeah, that's where I bought some, and so yeah.
But I mean, we checked with the normal parts store first. But
Yeah, but if I ain't got it, I'll go elsewhere,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not one. See, I know I have some people in my family that like to put let's see. Now, have a good dinner down under Cruisers. And he said he's off to dinner and tell me to go sleep. Yeah, and he's doing what he said. He always does, ignoring Joan, who needs to, who needs to listen to Joan. He's only a but
Kenny, don't sleep. Ano, Sean. Even though he will turn off his stream, still he will visit other stream after this. Right, Kenny?
I after my stream, I will probably go to sleep, and I'll probably wound up sleeping till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning.
12 or 1 or 2 this afternoon.
When you wake up, it's already your birthday. Kenny, so
And
what's
not,
it
uh,
on birthday?
now I have slept the last couple of days. I have slept over 9 hours,
Oh,
nine and a half hours, almost 10.
Think you needed it.
Yeah, but um, but yeah, I do not. But I was gonna say I am not a type of person that likes to put things off, especially when it comes to uh, needing something for a vehicle. Because I've learned from experience that by putting something off, that that just messes things. That just messes makes things a lot worse, don't it, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
And I am not one that wants to put things off. Do what now? Did someone say something?
Lorraine. Maybe she's talking to
My dog
her
knocked the
family.
fan over. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So Kenny, what's your plan on your birthday?
What's my plan on my birthday? Well, I'll be camping with Red at my local Warriors Path State Park campground.
Tomorrow?
Starting tomorrow, yes, it'll be
For about 4 days.
for about 4 days. I don't know what we're gonna do during the day.
Sleep.
Oh, that's very nice.
And also gonna be
She will pick
going
you up there, Kenny.
to what now?
She will pick you there. Red will pick you up there.
Now what you gonna do Monday morning? You gonna run a program for B?
Oh, lay down.
I know Monday morning, V is wanting me to
Open her show.
open her show. Um, she's wanting me to. She's wanting me to get up early Monday morning and open her panel up. And
And he'll probably sleep for the rest of the morning.
well, I'm gonna try to stay awake. But
It depends on how late you go to bed tonight.
yeah, and then like I said, tomorrow night be sometime somewhere between 3 and 4 o'clock. I gotta do it before dark because I know Dad can't drive. in the dark. Somewhere between and somewhere in tomorrow afternoon, I'll be going somewhere to eat. I don't know where. Um, but like I said, I want it to be a place that I've never been to before. Um, but and then that'll be and then I'll be like I said camping um, at Warriors Pass State Park. Be there for about 4 days, and then be leaving, and yeah, and it'll be October, and then it won't be too much longer. I'll be leaving to go to North Carolina Beach. I'm gonna be there on the. Gonna try to get there around the 13th.
On Red's birthday.
Yeah, well, I already told Red I was gonna try to get there. We're gonna be staying at a campground. I can't remember the name of the campground.
Carolina State Campground.
Carolina State Campground. But we're gonna have to. The thing about it is, she can. I can. They can have two. There's two spots for two people to camp on. But the thing about this, each day we're gonna have to move because she's gonna have to move. She wasn't able to get just one certain spot for that many days, and so uh, we. I need to see about ordering me one of them. One of them Jackery things, so I'll have it for my electronic devices. Because I remember Red was saying the only two places that she's gonna have electric is the last 2 nights that we're there at that campground. None of the others is gonna have electric.
Jackeries are pretty expensive, but they got smaller ones.
Well, Roy was telling me a brand that he had from Roy and Becky Travels.
Yeah.
And he said the only place you can, the only way you can get them is online. And this one that he had, he's had it for a good 2 or 3 years. And I believe he told me, he said it was about $250, but it was a good brand.
Yeah, Jackery's a good brand.
Yeah, and because he told me to be careful about going to certain websites because some people he knew had gotten taken, had gotten
Gotten more expensive ones, but they weren't any good.
had gotten more expensive ones, but they weren't any good, and they got taken advantage. Yeah. They got
What?
stuck. They got stuck with it and got taken advantage for their money.
Right. What if you go to jackery.com? Then you go into the main company.
Yeah, he said that'd be about the only place I'd be able to get it, and yeah, and I said
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting one because last year we had freezing weather and the pipes, even the town pipes, aren't very, very deep under the ground. So they burst, and then the whole Texas power grid went down. So we had no water, no electric, no nothing, no way to cook food. Everything in that refrigerator went bad. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. They come in handy for sure. He said.
Yeah, at least then I could keep my refrigerator on. And then if I wanted to cook something, I just unplug the refrigerator and plug in the microwave and cook something, or put on the stove top, cook something, then unplug it and plug the refrigerator back in. And they come with their own solar panels, so that's
Yeah,
definitely what I've been looking into for this winter.
yeah. Um, but yeah, because I remember Red was saying that she would have to um, she wasn't able to rent that one certain spot for that many days, so she's going to have to move around. And I believe she said the last 2 days that we're there, that was going to be the only place that we're going to have electric, because nowhere else is going to be electric.
Right.
And and I know with electronic devices, I'm going to have to have some electric to be able to plug them up.
Oh, definitely.
So, um, yeah. So I'm gonna have to check into getting one then. Because at least with the Jackery, I'll be able to still, even though I ain't gonna be on a campsite that's got electric, I can still use the Jackery to plug them up with. um, but uh, but yeah, and it's got a place you can put a one of them things that you plug in your cigarette lighter.
Right.
You can plug that in as well.
Yeah, 12-volt cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. They work out really well.
Yeah, I know Roy was saying that it's been a blessing for them for when they go out but camping and stuff and things like that. I think it's about to hit that 3 hour mark.
Oh, yep.
And about one. The what loves?
Happiest birthday again. And
Thank
thank
you,
you for having
loves. I'm sure
Angel.
I'm sure I. Hey, I just want to remind everybody. I'm supposed to be on Box Van D tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, hey Troy, you caught me getting ready to end this live. But at 8
Troy.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, I'm supposed to be on Box Van D.
Okay.
Gonna be interviewing me, and so looking forward to it tonight. And as a matter of fact, Dad's gonna be up on panel as well with me. Uh,
Awesome.
so
Later. See you on Box Bundy.
yeah, see you on Box ND.
That would be
And
morning in 15. Right, Kenny?
that that will
Tomorrow
be
morning?
8 o'clock in the morning your time, loves,
Okay, tomorrow.
because because you are 12 hours difference between me and the Philippine time. So
Yes.
so
So
that
see
would
you
be
there. Happiest birthday again. And Lorraine, good night. Good
Good
night.
night.
Guys,
Good night, loves.
Good morning, good night.
loves.
Good
You're
morning.
welcome.
We're going.
You're
So good morning,
welcome
good
here. You're welcome here anytime, loves.
Thank you so much. See you
You're
around.
Bye.
Bye.
People in the morning, God bless everyone and keep safe. Love you.
But with that being said, I want to thank everybody, all the mods for listening.
The moderators
Thank
and all your
all,
friends.
thank for all the moderators. Do what now, Lorraine?
And all your friends. I was like waiting for you to say your spiel.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later, Kenny.
And
Have fun tomorrow and Monday.
yep, I will. And that being said, I'm gonna say good morning, good night, everyone, and I'll see y'all around the YouTube streets.
Yep.
Bye. Bye, guys.